Glenn here, again with Falcon Quest, Birds of Prey. Today I'm going to talk to you about jesses. I know most of you that watch this are probably falconers, seasoned falconers, probably know much more than I do. But for those of you that maybe aren't aware of this, today we're going to make jesses. And I know a lot of the falconry supply magazines and such, you can just buy jesses and it's real easy to do. Like for an example, this little jess here. This was bought pre-made, pre-braided. Got the button on this end, and you have the hole on this end for the swivel. And this is a bought jess. For those who may not know, a jess is the jesses is what we put on our birds. On our birds of prey, you'll see here in this video, you'll see the anklet that goes around the ankle. There'll be a grommet, and then the jess goes through the grommet. They come together and they connect to the swivel. And most of the jesses that we get are pre-made, such as this little guy here for like a kestrel, a little kestrel falcon. But you can see that little jess there. But what I want to do today is I want to talk to you about actually making a jess. And what I oftentimes do is I will buy what's called a jess blank. And it comes in different strips. Different supply catalogs have different color, different types of leather, and different lengths, different thicknesses, that type of thing. But this is a blank. Both ends are just, there's nothing taking place at either end. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make this into a jess. It's actually pretty easy to do if you've not done it before. What I visualize is I visualize dividing up, and you have to fold this 2 times. So I'm going to divide, and imagine there's going to be a hole right towards the end, and I'm going to have to put a hole. So I fold it 1 time, and then I fold it again twice. All right? You see where it's folded twice on itself. Basically what I'm making, and I'm just using this as an example, is I'm making this button. All right? This is what we're making. But to do that, I'm going to fold this 1 time. And I'm going to bring it again the 2nd time. All right? So when that's done, I'm going to take my leather punch, which I have right here, have it on the smallest opening, and I'm going to go in the center of this square that you see right there. I'm going to go in the center and punch through all 3 layers. So I'm putting it in the center. I'm punching through all 3, twist it back and forth, make sure it's good, go through there. Now I'm going to unfold it for you. Got my little bench there. Now I'll unfold it. You can see what it looks like. Folding it back. The objective now is you're going to take this tail piece and you're going to put it through that hole and pull it through like this. But before we do that, I'm going to make this hole a little bit bigger. All right, so I made my holes a little bit larger. Now this end here, what I'm going to do, this is real easy. You just take a good pair of scissors, and I'm going to make this at an angle. I want it to look like that. Because that little tip right here, this little tip right there, is going to go through the hole. So that's real easy to do. You just take your scissor, and I'm going to cut it like that. And you can see how I made it sharp on one end. This jess is almost done. All right, so what am I going to do? I'm going to fold this back. First time, line up my hole. Fold it 1 more time, line up my holes. Got my holes there. I'm going to bring my jess tip through the holes, and I'm going to go through all 3 holes. Trying to get this so you can see it. So it's just going through all 3 holes. I just keep pulling this all the way through, getting closer to the end. Keep pulling it all the way through. And look what it did. It made the button. So this is a made jest now. It has a sharp end to go through the grommet around the anklet. And then you have the button that can't go through the hole on the grommet. I just made a jest. I saved a little bit of money doing that. But to make this a jest that can handle a swivel or some kind of a snap, it's real easy to do. I will use this one for an example. Basically, you come back with your leather punch, put your leather punch on the small diameter hole, and you make 2 holes. One there in front of my finger, and you make another one there in front of this finger. Hopefully you can see it there. There's 2 holes. And then you go on and make a slit between those 2 holes. Basically all you do is you put this on a piece of wood. You take a knife like this that has sure I grabbed one that the blade, here it comes, has a sharp razor blade, and you go from hole to hole and you just slit that with your knife. The holes on either end of those holes stop the leather from ripping further. So on behalf of Falcon Quest again, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will try to update on every Thursday. Usually my videos come out before Thursday actually, because I get a little bit excited when I get one done. I kind of like to get it posted. Go ahead and hit the like button, and if you have a comment, leave it there in the comments.
Do you know what I like about leather? It smells so good. Yeah.